thing that ruined my face. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today I've got for you what, at least from Alex's perspective, is a very long overdue video, and that is my empties. So I do empties quarterly, so this covers April, May and June, and it's got a little bit out of hand. I've got this one, which is my usual empties box, which usually is all I fill up in a quarter. But then we've also got this one, which is the overfill of my empties box. And then we've also got this that just doesn't fit anywhere. I feel like I've used up a ridiculous number of products in the last 3 months, some of which has been kind of spurred on by Project 10 Pan, some of which has been spurred on by, if you've watched some of my recent vlogs, you'll notice that I had a reaction on my face that has resulted in like really dry patches around my nose and around my eyes. So I've been using quite a lot of products to try and like solve that situation. My current skincare lineup, which isn't obviously in here because I'm using it, seems to have done the trick. But because of that, I was using more moisturizer than usual because I had such dry skin. So I'm gonna go in no particular order. Otherwise this video is going to take forever, and let's get cracking. The first selection of products I'm going to go through because they take up quite a lot of space collectively, because this means nothing. So these are the like reusable bottles, which I've done one clean out and then I probably do a proper clean out because they are a little bit grim. And then these are like the actual product packaging. This is a brand called Tweak It. I'm going to put a little PR symbol just there for when things have been sent to me, because a fair number of these things have, and it'll be easier to put a little icon than mention it every single time. But these were sent to me and I loved the concept. So basically you get sent these little tubes which are made out of cardboard, and they have like a dusty material in it. I don't know what it's called. But basically you mix it with water and then you get your shampoo, your conditioner and your soap. The soap I'm a little bit obsessed with. It was actually a really good shower gel. And then the shampoo and conditioner take a little bit of getting used to because they're slightly thinner texture than most other shampoos and conditioners on the market. But they actually do a really, really good job. I'm gonna do it because it's huge and it's staring me in the face. So this is a brand that I have never heard of, but now they stock them in Superdrug. I've noticed them on the haircare section of Superdrug stores, and it's a brand called Monday, and I explicitly bought their shampoo with shea butter. There is a matching conditioner, but I didn't purchase it. One, this bottle is humongous and it honestly lasts for most of your lifetime. But two, it was actually a really nice shampoo. It was one of those shampoos that's like super cleansing, but it doesn't strip your hair whatsoever. The only problem I do have is I genuinely do think there's a fair amount of shampoo still in this bottle, but because it's quite thick in texture, it just doesn't come out. But then I've also been using this for like 6 months, so I've kind of had enough. Right, let's go. The one other thing that's not in a box, and this is the Essential Waitrose Pink Grapefruit Bubble Bath, which sounds significantly fancier than it is. I buy these because they're like £1.50 and they're absolutely huge, and they smell delightful. They smell like grapefruit, which I know is what it says, but it smells like, you know when you buy like pink lemonade, it smells like it's one of those, and it's amazing. I love this. I've got another one, big fan. I've also got another hair care item here, and this is the Ordinary, I cannot say that word, so let's just say lightweight conditioner. I liked this, it was fine. I don't think it's my favourite. So this isn't actually completely empty. There are still some left in here, but they've completely dried up. I don't really use face wipes very often, if at all, hence why they've dried up. I used these mainly when I was like camping or nowhere near a sink. So yeah, I don't really use them, but these are dried up and they're just the simple face wipes. So I've used the Vichy Mineral 89 Fortifying Instant Recovery Mask, which is one of those like fun masks where the sheet mask is on one side and the serum's on the other. I like it. I'm yet to find a sheet mask that I'm like, this changes the game, but it's a good one. It was hydrating. I enjoyed using it. 2 eye masks. Is this the bag for them? These eye masks are the Skin Republic Collagen Hydrogel Under Eye Patches. And I actually loved these. They were so luxe and relaxing and hydrating, and they actually stuck to your face, which is something that with eye patches really annoys me when they're like, they just don't stick to your face, and these ones do. So yeah, big fan. Can you tell that I like baths? This is the Radox, but the original bath soak. Very, very similar in price, if not identical to the Waitrose one. Do you get the same amount? No, so this is 500 and this is 750. This one's nice. I wouldn't say it's my favorite scent. I mean, I don't know if I would definitely purchase Radox, and I have repurchased Radox, but just probably not this scent. Should we do this because it's not actually finished? So this is the Youth to the People Adaptogen Deep Moisture Cream. And I literally love my Youth to the People face cleanser. Can't remember what it's called, but I think it's got like spinach or something in it. I can't remember, it's something very random. And it's honestly the best cleanser ever. This, I loved the texture, but for some weird reason, the dry patches that were on my face, this was making it worse. I don't understand why or how, but when I went on holiday and stopped using this towards the end of the holiday, my skin looked better than it did at the beginning. So this didn't cause the issue. The issue was caused by a Kate Somerville face mask. I can't remember what it was called, but that's what came the rash out in the first place. And then this was aggravating it. Where to go next? So this is the Skin Proud Face Melt Gentle Hydrating Cleansing Balm. And I have to say, I'm yet to try a cleansing balm that I actually don't love. I feel like they're all relatively similar. Big fan. We've got here the First Aid Beauty Hydrating Serum with Hyaluronic Acid. I liked this. If I got it again, I would definitely reuse it. The thing about First Aid Beauty that I do actually love, like more than anything, is their moisturizing cream, so their body cream and their face cream. To me, that is like First Aid Beauty at its best. This is fine. I probably would repurchase it, but I wouldn't say it's like the best serum I've ever used. So this is the product that made me realize that it was probably my face moisturizer that was making it not get better. And this is like the most bougie way to discover that as a concept. And this didn't quite clean it up. The moisturizer that's on the go, I feel like I need to give you a skincare routine at the end of this, but the moisturizer that's on the go is what's actually cleared it up, but this is what started to clear it up. And this is the Augustinus Bader The Rich Cream, which is one of those like stupidly expensive face creams. I got this in one of my advent calendars at Christmas. I, in no way, shape or form, paid that amount of money for it. It's nice. I like it. Is it worth the money? Probably not. So this is a product 10 pan product, which I will do a roundup at the end of the year. Basically, it's 10 pieces of beauty products that I'm trying to use up at a time. 9 of them are makeup and then 1 is skincare. And this was my skincare to use up because it's one of those things I've had in my makeup or skincare collection for probably too long. It's the Pixi Detoxify Depuffing Eye Patches. These are nice. I definitely think these are better Skin Republic ones, but these are cheaper. I don't necessarily think they did anything more for me other than just like being nice and relaxing. Yeah, they were nice, which I'm saying that word a lot, but this is boring. This is toothpaste, Colgate. So I've got the CeraVe Foaming Cleanser, which was my second cleanser. So I always use a cleansing balm equivalent and then a more kind of like foaming or gel cleanser as a second follow-up. And honestly, this bottle, you know those bottles that just don't ever seem to end? This was that. I feel like this was my second cleanser for like 6 months. Honestly, it was the bottle that never finished. It was actually a really, really solid second cleanse. Enjoyed it, would repurchase, big fan, would recommend. I finished the Cetaphil Healthy Radiance Brightness Refresh Toner. This is one of those like really gentle, refreshing toners. I don't necessarily think it does like anything astronomically amazing to your skin, but it's one of those toners that just feels refreshing. This is just a little shower gel. It's from Yardley. I got it as part of a gift set, so I don't think I'd probably repurchase it, but it was actually a really nice shower gel. I finished the Revolution Sally Hughes 5 acid daily exfoliant, but like a little teeny tiny bottle. It was good. I enjoyed it. It's actually a really good skincare range. There's a few bits in here that I'm really enjoying. I think it's called like the 5-minute facial. Big fan of that. This was good. Skincare range is pretty good. Big fan of this. I've got 2 more of these. One's actually the Bum Bum Cream and then one's the other scent that they do. It's the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. These are only the small bottles because I've always only ever really got these as part of advent calendars or things like that. I've never actually bought one, but they are so luxurious. They're like one of those like thick, creamy body cream textures, but they don't like leave like a sticky residue. They just sort of disappear into your skin and then they leave like this most beautiful smell. I don't understand how they work. I don't want to understand how they work. I just know they do. On the other end of the spectrum, we've got the Body Shop Strawberry Body Yogurt, which is the opposite in the fact that it's not thick at all. This is one of those like super light, yogurty textured body creams. My only fault with this is it leaves a bit of a film and it's not sticky because it's so lightweight, but it's almost like you've got a little bit of oil on your skin. The strawberry range and the Satsuma range from the Body Shop are 2 of my favourite scents. I've stopped buying and talking about them on Instagram completely. The only thing about the Body Shop that really annoys me is and I get why people do it and I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but stop bothering me about it, is the people that message you trying to get you to become a Body Shop ambassador. You know, when like it's sort of a pyramid scheme type thing where you buy Body Shop products to sell on, and I just... Shower gel. This is from Palmolive. Good. Another cleanser, and this is the Inky List Oat Cleansing Balm. Freaking love this. This is one of the thickest cleansing balms. I honestly really wish Inky List, if you're listening to me right now, which you won't be, but if you are, put it in a pot. The fact that it's in a tube is so freaking annoying because it's such a thick texture. 1, it is really hard to get out of here in the first place, and 2, you find you have to like take the lid off and like full on like it's a mish to get the end out. God, there's actually quite a lot of makeup in here. This isn't an empty, this is it's gone off. This is the Cosrx Aloe Soothing Sun Cream, and this was my favourite, and then I discovered the Supergoop one, and then I used that one every day, and then I forgot this one existed and it went off. So says it all really. We've got the Percy and Reed Stronghold Hairspray. This was good. I think to me, because I don't use hairspray a lot, like if I curl my hair, I basically just spray like a tiny bit in to keep the curl in. I don't use enough of it to have a real opinion on it, but this one was fine. Got the Skin Proud Detox Tonic. 1, I'm obsessed with this packaging. It's one of those like things where you go like that and then you a little bit onto your cotton pad. It had the most amazing scent, but I don't know what the scent was, and I don't know why it was scented, but it smelled amazing. And also, I actually genuinely do think this is one of those tonics that does change your skin texture. This is one of those like took me by surprise products. It's the Bondi Sands Bondi Babe Purifying Clay Mask, and when I got sent it, I was like, Bondi Sands really know how to make skincare. They had a vitamin C serum that was absolutely incredible, but the packaging was dreadful. And then this was also amazing. Like one of those skincare brands that just sort of there, and it's actually really good. So this was their purifying even clay mask, and yeah, big fan of this. It was one of those clay masks that like really satisfyingly dries, and then you can almost like feel it like pulling out your face. So satisfying. Yeah, big fan. Would repurchase. Also the packaging is kind of cute. This is the Dr. Kinsella Face Cream. I remember that their oil I loved. Honestly, their face oil is one of my favourite face oils I think I've ever tried. I think this face cream was just fine. So yeah, it was good, but it's their oil that I'm like. So this is the Pharmacy Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturiser. And it's got such hype, and I honestly think the hype is the packaging. Like, it's fun, it's obviously, it looks like it belongs in a beehive. When you open it for the first time, it's got like the most stunning swirl. So yeah, I think it is packaging, which gets people going with this. I don't necessarily think it's the best thing ever. So next up we have the Sunday Riley CEO Vitamin C Brightening Serum. That is a mouthful. I tried 2 Sunday Riley serums back to back, and I don't exactly remember the name of the other one, apart from that I'm pretty sure I had glycolic acid in it. I'll put a little there. This one I liked. That one I loved. These Sunday Riley serums are not cheap. They're like 60, 70 pounds a bottle. So I'm in that internal dilemma if I don't think this one's worth it, but I definitely think that one is. And I also finished up the Typology Targeted Blemishes Serum. So this is one of those serums that when you actually get a spot, you put a little bit on and it dries it out. Actually did think this worked. I do really though want to try some of those like blemish, like little spot like sticker things. I feel like I've been referencing this product a lot during this video. The thing that ruined my face is the KatieEmma Exfoliate Intensive Exfoliating Treatment. I don't think it's the product. I think it's my face's reaction to the product. It's the only caveat I'm gonna make in this entire segment. But this, honestly, it's like a 2-minute facial, and I had no longer than 2 minutes on my face, and it felt a little bit like it was stinging. But there are a lot of face masks out there that are supposed to have that feeling, so therefore I didn't think anything about it. Then I wiped it off my face, and I don't think I've ever had such a blotchy, all over red face in my life, and it was really quite sore. And then progressively, because I'd used this in the evening, progressively throughout the later evening, my skin then came up in loads and loads of tiny bumps. And then I woke up the following morning and I had these really random dry patches of skin, but were just in a very strange place. So I had one up here just below my eyebrow, and then down the side of my nose. Then I had one here under my eye and one here under this eye. Why? So I will not repurchase. But like I said, I don't think it's fault of the product. I think my face just doesn't like it. And now we have Makeup Empties. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So this is definitely spurred on by Project 10 Pan and trying to use up more products in my makeup collection. And that's not just to say to use them up for use them up's sake. I've purposely focused on things that have either been in my collection too long, I've just got way too many of, or I'd like nearly finished but then given up on. And that was kind of the objective of this. Some of these products weren't in Project 10 Pan at all, mainly brow related things, because I just generally use those up. This is the RCMA, the original No Colour Powder. This is my second bottle, which, do you realise how much product is in this bottle? Stupid amounts. And this is the second one I've used up. It's a very, very intense, quite powdery setting powder. And it's definitely one of those you then need to set with a setting spray, otherwise it does look a little bit heavy. But it's honestly so good. You get no flashback. It really, really sets down makeup, which I love for this time of year when it's too hot and I'm sweaty and I'm not feeling great. I will repurchase this. This is my second bottle. Something else I'm a big fan of, and I already have my second bottle, but this is the first one, is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. If I want a decent amount of coverage, I want it to be hydrating, I want it to be glowy, I want it to be a foundation rather than a kind of like serum based tinted product. This is probably my favourite foundation. I very rarely hate things. Who likes this? When you spray it on your face, the spray is so intense that you've got like droplets of setting spray on your face, and then whenever they dry or you try to remove them, it lifts the foundation off. So you end up with like a spotty face, but like the spots are where the foundation has come off. Strange, weird, not a fan, would not repurchase. So I also finished the Saint Lux setting spray. It was fine, it was there. It kind of did something, kind of didn't. It was like spraying water on your face. I finished the Zoeva Infinite Potential Mascara. This was a very lovely mascara in the fact that it gave you volume, gave you really thick black lashes, but then the mascara ended up halfway down your face throughout the day. It's feeling a little bit negative and it's gonna continue. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Brow Styling Wax. This isn't finished, it's dried up, and part of the reason why it's dried up is because I stopped using it. And I stopped using it because I didn't see the point. This is one of those brow waxes that's supposed to be like the whole like soap brow look. And I do have one from Gosh, as in like a brow gel, that is like proper to your face, stays, lasts, easy to use. This was like messy and then it didn't stay. Like your eyebrows looked amazing for like 20 minutes and then they were all over the place again. I finished 2 of the Fenty Pro Filter ranges, so the primer and the concealer, and I feel a very similar way about both of them, which is a similar way to the last couple of products, and I promise you it gets more positive from here out. This was just a really lovely, hydrating, soft, silky textured product. But I don't necessarily think it was like a primer of any description. Like I don't think my makeup looked better or worse with it, nor did it last any longer. And then the Fenty concealer on me clung to like everything. I don't think I'll ever repurchase these, and Fenty do some amazing products. Right, now we're gonna get on to positive, happy, love them things. So we have the Larizzi Cream Bronzer. I've had this for questionably too long. I got this in one of those beauty boxes that I used to get. So either a Look Fantastic or a glossy box or a Birch box, I don't remember. But considering I haven't had those boxes since like 2018, this is old, but I loved it. Finished loads of brow pencils. I think these brow pencils, I mean the MUA one was a little bit hard, and then these two to me are very on par with each other, which is the Refi brow pencil and the Max Factor brow shaper. And to be honest, they're all relatively similar. And then I used up one of the NYX The Brow Glues. But if you want a really sticky brow gel, this is very good. And then we finish on a high. So I used to struggle with bronzers. I tried so many that were either too shimmery or just too warm or too cold, and like I really struggled to find a bronzer that I loved. And then about 4, 5, maybe even 6, quite a few years ago, I bought this, and this is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. And then I found a string of other bronzers that I liked, but this was the one that set it off. And honestly, it's such a lovely bronzer. It's one, obviously it's gone. The reason why I loved this is because it was the right tone for my skin. Like it was sort of neutral, leaning a little bit warm. It was pigmented, but not so pigmented that you like put a bit on your face and then suddenly you've got like a brown streak. And it was easy to blend, it was long lasting, the packaging was fun, and honestly I think this changed my opinion on bronzer in the same way there's a handful of blushes that changed my opinion on blush. Kind of sad to see this go. I'm kind of obviously happy because I've had it for a long time, and I'm quite excited to see what else I can now try instead of this to kind of have a little bit of variety in my life. But I mean, this lasted a really freaking long time. And there you have it. They are all of the products that I've used in the last 3 months. A lot. I hope this video wasn't too long or too boring. Some products I've loved, some products I would 100% repurchase or already have, and then some that I'm like, they're fine. So it's a good mix, a good variety. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, you know, all of that stuff. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!